Hi, my Goshen friends. I have another book for us to read today. The title of it's called It's Too Noisy. The author is Joanna Cole, and it's illustrated by Katie Duke. Once there was a little house. Do you know who lived there? A poor farmer lived in their little house with his wife, a grandmother, and a grandfather. Lots of children and a little bitty baby in a crib. Day and night, there was always a lot of yelling and singing and snoring and laughing, fighting and crying. It was too noisy. The poor farmer wanted quiet. He went to the wise man. Wise man, he said, my house is full of people. It is too noisy. Tell me what to do. The wise man closed his eyes. He thought and thought. Here is what to do, he said. Bring your rooster and chickens inside the house. That is a funny thing to do, thought the farmer. But he did what the wise man told him. He got his rooster and his chickens, and he put them in the house. That night, there was a lot of yelling and singing and snoring and laughing, fighting and crying, and now there was a lot of clucking and crowing, too. It was much too noisy. The next day, the farmer went back to the wise man. I put the rooster and the chickens in the house, he said, but it was worse than ever. Then you must put your pigs and your sheep in the house, too, said the wise man. That is a very funny thing to do, thought the farmer, but he did what the wise man said. That night, there was a lot of yelling and singing, snoring and laughing, fighting and crying, clucking and crowing, and now there was oinking and bang, too. It was even worse than before. The farmer went back to the wise man. Noise, 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 he said. I can't stand it anymore. The wise man said, now you put your donkey and your cow in the house. Is the wise man crazy, thought the farmer? But he did what the wise man said. He put his donkey and the cow in the house, too. Now there was yelling and singing, snorting and laughing, fighting and crying, clucking and crowing, winking and bang and braying and mooing. It was so noisy, the poor farmer did not sleep at all that night. The farmer went back to the wise man one last time. Wise man, my house is like a farm, he cried. I can't stand it, the wise man smiled. Here's what to do, he said. Take all the animals out of the house. The farmer ran home. He did just what the wise man said. He put out the chickens. He put out the roosters. He put out the pigs. He put out the sheep and the donkey and the cow. Was the little house still noisy? Well, there was still yelling and singing. There was still snorting and laughing. There was even some fighting and crying. But there was no clucking, no crowing, no oinking, no bad, and thank heaven there was no mooing or braying either. And to the farmer, that little house seemed as quiet can be. That was our book for today, friends. I'll see you later. Bye.